My husband wanted a divorce after getting fit since he thought he deserved better, but his decision backfired right away. I'm 29, been married to Aaron for 6 years. When we met in college, he was this adorable, chubby guy who treated me like a queen. He'd bring me coffee every morning, leave sweet notes in my textbooks, and always said I was way out of his league. We had this perfect little routine. Movie nights every Friday, cooking together on weekends, lazy Sunday mornings in bed talking about our future. Fast forward to last year, Aaron discovered CrossFit, and everything changed. He started waking up at 5 a.m. for workouts, meal prepping like a maniac, and posting shirtless progress pics on Instagram. The transformation was incredible. He lost 60 pounds, gained serious muscle definition, and looked amazing. I was genuinely proud of him at first, but his personality did a complete 180. I can't believe I settled so young, he'd say while flexing in our bedroom mirror. Look at me now, babe. I'm finally hot. I could get any woman I want. He started following fitness influencers and Instagram models, constantly showing me their photos. This is what real fitness looks like, he'd say, not so subtly hinting that I needed to step up my game. He'd criticize what I ate, suggest I join his gym, and make comments about how I let myself go, even though I looked exactly the same as when we got married. The disrespect escalated daily. He'd ignore me when his gym buddies came over, flirt with waitresses when we went out, and spend hours responding to comments from random women on his fitness posts. Our conversations became one-sided lectures about macronutrients and body fat percentages. The final straw came 3 months ago. I was making dinner, his carefully calculated chicken and rice, when he walked in and casually announced, "I think we need to take a break. I'm in my prime now and I need to explore my options." I dropped the spatula. "Explore your options? Come on, look at me," he said, lifting his shirt to show off his abs. "I'm getting attention from women who are actually in shape. Maybe we should try an open marriage so I can experience what I missed out on by getting married so young." I stared at the stranger wearing my husband's face. This was the same guy who used to cry watching romantic comedies with me, who proposed with a ring pop because he spent our savings on my dream engagement party. Are you seriously asking me to share you with other women? It's not sharing, it's growing. I've evolved, and frankly, you haven't kept up. He moved out the next week, renting some expensive downtown loft to live his best life. His social media became insufferable. Gym selfies every hour, protein shake pics, thirst trap videos with captions like "new me," "new possibilities," and "finally living for myself." He started hitting on every woman at CrossFit, sliding into DMs of fitness influencers, even tried to match with my friends on dating apps. The audacity was unreal. My friend Lisa sent me screenshots of him messaging her, "Hey, gorgeous. Want to see what a real man looks like now?" But then reality hit hard. 3 weeks into his single life, my phone started buzzing at midnight. "Hey, you up? I miss our talks. Can we just chat?" I ignored him, but the messages kept coming. Finally, after the 10th call in one night, I answered, "What do you want, Aaron?" "I made a huge mistake," he sobbed. "These girls, they don't actually want me. They only care about guys with money and status." Turns out, his fitness obsession was bankrupting him. The CrossFit membership was $150 monthly, plus $400 on supplements, $200 on meal prep services, another $300 on workout clothes and equipment, and $100 on protein powders. His downtown loft rent was $2,800 compared to our old $1,200 mortgage. Meanwhile, his work performance tanked because he was exhausted from 5 a.m. workouts and strict dieting. He'd fall asleep in meetings, skip client calls for gym sessions, and couldn't focus without his pre-workout supplements. His boss cut his hours from full-time to part-time, dropping his income by 60%. During all this chaos, I focused on myself for the first time in years. Started working out my way, eating what I wanted, living my life. I felt amazing, truly free. Then last week, I started feeling nauseous every morning. I thought it was stress from the divorce proceedings, but my friend convinced me to take a test just in case. I stared at those 2 pink lines, my hands shaking, because the timing meant this baby was conceived right before Aaron left. I sat on the bathroom floor for like 20 minutes, just staring at that stupid test. My mind was racing through everything. You know, the timeline made perfect sense. 3 months ago, right before Aaron dropped his bomb about wanting to explore his options, we'd actually had a decent night together. He'd been exhausted from a particularly brutal workout, and for once, he was just normal Aaron. Not fitness influencer Aaron. We ordered pizza, watched a movie, and honestly, it felt like old times. That was the night. I called my best friend Jenny. She answered on the second ring. "Hey, what's up?" "I'm pregnant," I blurted out. Silence. Then, "Holy shit. Are you serious?" "Dead serious. I'm looking at the test right now." "I'm coming over. Don't move. Don't do anything. Just sit tight." Jenny showed up 30 minutes later with a bag from the pharmacy. I bought 5 more tests. We're making absolutely sure. We lined them up on the bathroom counter like some twisted science experiment. One by one, they all came back positive. Every single one. "Okay," Jenny said, sitting down next to me on the couch. "So you're definitely pregnant. The question is, what are you gonna do?" "I have no idea," I admitted. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I mean, Aaron's still technically the father. Do I even tell him? Jenny made a face. "That's up to you. But honestly, he has a right to know, even if he's being a complete asshole right now. He's gonna think this is some kind of trap, like I did this on purpose to get him back. Did you?" "No, obviously not. I thought we were getting divorced. Why would I want to have a baby with someone who told me I wasn't good enough for him?" Jenny squeezed my hand. "Look, I know this is scary, but you need to tell him. Not for him, for you, so you can make informed decisions about what happens next." I knew she was right. The next morning, I drafted a text to Aaron like 15 times before finally sending something simple. We need to talk. Can you meet me at Riverside Cafe tomorrow at 2? His response came back within literally seconds. Yes, I'll be there. Does this mean you're willing to talk about us? I didn't respond. Let him think whatever he wanted. The next day, I got to the cafe early and grabbed a table in the back corner. My stomach was already doing flips, and I wasn't sure if that was morning sickness or just nerves. Probably both. Aaron walked in at 1:58 p.m., looking rough. He'd definitely lost weight, but not in a good way this time. He looked gaunt, tired. His expensive gym clothes hung loose on him, and I noticed his hands were shaking slightly as he sat down. Hey, he said, trying to smile. Thanks for agreeing to meet. I've been wanting to talk to you so badly. I miss you. I miss us. I made the biggest mistake of my life, and I just want to. I'm pregnant. I cut him off. All the color drained from his face. His mouth opened, then closed. What? I'm 12 weeks pregnant. I found out 2 days ago. 12 weeks? He was doing the math in his head. I could literally see the wheels turning. That means, yeah, right before you left. He leaned back in his chair, running his hands through his hair. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. This is actually perfect. Perfect? I raised my eyebrows. Yes, don't you see? This is a sign. We're supposed to be together. We can make this work. I'll move back in. We'll raise the baby together. It'll be just like old times. He reached across the table to grab my hand, but I pulled it back. Aaron, slow down. No, I'm serious. I've changed. I realized I was being an idiot. These past few months have been hell. I've been miserable. And now there's a baby? Our baby? His eyes were getting watery. This is exactly what I need to get my priorities straight. I watched him carefully. What about exploring your options? What about those fitness models who are actually in shape? He had the decency to look ashamed. I was being a moron. I got caught up in all the attention and I don't know what I thought, but none of those women actually cared about me. They just wanted Instagram likes and free meal tickets. And what makes you think I care about you right now? I asked. You completely destroyed me, Aaron. You told me I wasn't good enough, that you deserved better. I know, and I was so wrong. I'm sorry. I'm so incredibly sorry. He was full on crying now, and people at nearby tables were starting to stare. Please, just give me another chance. For the baby. I took a sip of my water, buying time. I need to think about this. The baby and our marriage are two separate things. You're the father, so yes, you'll be involved. But that doesn't automatically mean we're getting back together. What? But no buts. I'm not making any decisions right now while I'm in shock and you're clearly desperate. We're both gonna take some time and then we'll figure out what this looks like. How much time? I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, however long I need. He looked like I'd punched him in the gut, but he nodded. Okay, I understand. Can I be involved? With the pregnancy stuff? We'll see. I left the cafe feeling emotionally exhausted. My phone started blowing up before I even made it to my car. Text after text from Aaron. I meant everything I said. I love you so much. I'm gonna prove I've changed. We're gonna be a family. I turned off my notifications and drove home. Over the next few days, Aaron went into full overdrive mode. He started showing up at my house, which technically was still our house since we hadn't finalized anything legally. The first time, he had a massive bouquet of flowers. These are for you, he said, standing on the porch. Your favorites, peonies. Aaron, I told you I needed space. I know, but I just wanted to drop these off. I won't stay. I promise. But then he just stood there, looking at me hopefully. You need to leave. Right. Yes. Leaving. He backed away slowly, like he thought I might change my mind. The next day, he showed up with a baby onesie that said, Daddy's Little Gains, with a flexing emoji. I didn't even open the door. He left it on the porch. Day 3, he brought a ridiculously expensive stroller that he clearly couldn't afford. When I opened the door, he was trying to assemble it on my lawn. What are you doing? I wanted to surprise you. This is like the best stroller on the market. It has all these features and, Aaron, the baby isn't due for 6 more months. I know, but I wanted to be prepared. I want you to see that I'm serious about this. I looked at the stroller, then at him. Did you use a credit card for this? He hesitated. Maybe. A credit card you can't pay off? I'll figure it out. Return it. Seriously. We don't need you going further into debt right now. His face fell. I just wanted to do something nice. Nice would be getting your life together, not buying expensive baby stuff we don't need yet. I went back inside and closed the door. Through the window, I watched him sadly pack the stroller back into his car. Jenny came over that evening with Thai food. So, I heard Aaron's been playing desperate house husband. How did you hear that? Amy saw him assembling a stroller on your lawn. She texted me a picture. Jenny showed me her phone. Sure enough, there was Aaron, looking confused with stroller parts scattered around him. I couldn't help but laugh. He's lost his mind. Has he though? Jenny asked. Or is he just realizing what he lost? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care right now. I have bigger things to worry about. I put my hand on my stomach. I'm gonna have a baby, Jen. A whole human being. Whether Aaron gets his act together or not, you're gonna be an amazing mom, she said, pulling me into a hug. But here's the thing nobody tells you about pregnancy drama, it spreads fast. Within a week, somehow everyone knew. My coworkers knew. My neighbors knew. And apparently, everyone at Aaron's CrossFit gym knew too, because he'd been telling anyone who would listen. I found out through my friend Natalie, who joined that same gym a few months back. She sent me a screenshot of a group chat. Erin, hey guys, just wanted to share some amazing news. My wife is pregnant. We're gonna be parents. So grateful for this blessing and the chance to be a father. Number dad life, number fitness family. People were congratulating him in the comments, calling him a great guy, saying how lucky his wife was. I was furious. I texted him immediately. Why are you telling people we're working things out? We're not. I didn't say we were working things out. I just said you're pregnant. You said my wife is pregnant. You're making it sound like everything's perfect between us. Well, you are my wife. We're not divorced yet. Yet being the key word. Come on, don't be like this. I'm excited about the baby. Is that so wrong? I didn't respond. What was the point? The morning sickness hit hard around week 13. I'm talking could barely function, couldn't keep anything down, had to call in sick to work multiple times. And of course, Aaron found out and decided he needed to help. He showed up at my door at 7 a.m. on a Wednesday with ginger ale and crackers. I read online that these help with morning sickness, he said when I answered the door in my pajamas. Looking like death. Thanks, I said flatly, taking the bag from him. Can I come in? Maybe help out? I could make you some tea, or... No, Aaron, I'm fine. You don't look fine. You look really pale. Have you been eating enough? Are you staying hydrated? I'm handling it. Let me help, please. I feel useless. Against my better judgment, I let him in. Big mistake. Within 20 minutes, I was throwing up in the bathroom and he was standing outside the door making panicked noises. Oh God, that sounds bad. Should I call someone? Do you need to go to the hospital? It's just morning sickness, I yelled between retches. Are you sure? It seems really intense. When I finally emerged from the bathroom, Aaron was pacing the living room looking green himself. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, he said. I don't think I can handle the throwing up part. The smell is just, I might throw up too. Then leave, but I want to help. You're not helping. You're making it worse. I just need some air. I'll be right back. He bolted out the front door. 20 minutes later, he texted. Had to go to the gym to clear my head. The smell was really getting to me. Sorry. Feel better. I blocked his number. Again. Jenny came over after work and found me on the couch, exhausted and dehydrated. Girl, you look rough. I feel rough. Have you eaten anything today? Crackers. Water. It all comes back up. She made me homemade chicken soup and actually stayed, holding my hair back when I inevitably threw it up. That's what real support looks like. Not Aaron running away because he's squeamish. I had my first prenatal appointment scheduled for the following week. I didn't tell Aaron about it. I asked Jenny to come with me instead. The appointment was pretty standard. They took my blood pressure, weighed me. I'd actually lost 3 pounds from the morning sickness, and then did an ultrasound. And there it was, this tiny little blob on the screen with a flickering heartbeat. Everything looks great, the doctor said. Strong heartbeat, measuring right on track for 12 weeks. They printed out a photo for me. I stared at it the whole drive home. Jenny kept sneaking glances at me. You okay? Yeah, I said. It's just real now, you know? Like there's actually a person in there. You're gonna be such a good mom. That evening, I posted the ultrasound picture on my Instagram story. Just the image, no caption. Within minutes, my phone exploded. Comments from friends and family congratulating me, heart emojis, crying faces, and then a text from an unknown number. Why didn't you tell me about the appointment? I should have been there. That's my baby too. Aaron had gotten a new number after I blocked his old one. How did you get my story? I typed back. I blocked you. I have my ways. But that's not the point. The point is you're cutting me out of my child's life. No, I'm setting boundaries. By hiding doctor appointments from me, by taking care of myself without your drama. This is bullshit and you know it. I'm the father. I have rights. If you keep pulling this shit, I'll fight you in court. I stared at that message for a long time. Was he seriously threatening me with a custody battle? Over a baby that wasn't even born yet? I screenshotted the message and sent it to my divorce lawyer. Within an hour, she called me. He can't actually do anything right now, she said, but document everything. Every text, every interaction. If he keeps threatening you, we can get a restraining order. I don't want to escalate things. Then set clear boundaries. Tell him exactly what you're willing to allow in terms of his involvement, and stick to it. I unblocked Aaron's new number and called him. He answered immediately. Hello? Stop threatening me, I said. If you keep sending messages like that, I'm getting a restraining order, and then you really won't be involved. I wasn't threatening you. I was just saying, you said you'd fight me in court. That's a threat. I'm frustrated. You're shutting me out. Because every time I give you an inch, you take a mile. You can't handle me throwing up, but you want to be at every appointment? You're posting about us working things out when we're not? You're showing up at my house constantly? I'm trying to be supportive. You're being overwhelming. If you want any involvement in this pregnancy, you need to back off and let me breathe. Silence. Aaron, I'm serious. Fine, he said quietly. I'll back off, but please just keep me updated. I want to know how the baby is doing. I'll think about it. I hung up and immediately felt guilty, but also relieved. Finally, some peace. That peace lasted exactly 4 days. I was at work, trying to focus on a presentation, when my boss called me into her office. Is everything okay? She asked, looking concerned. There's a man who's been calling the office asking for you. He says he's your husband. My blood went cold. What did he say? Just that he needed to talk to you urgently. When the receptionist said you were in a meeting, he got pretty agitated. Started saying something about you keeping his baby from him. I'm so sorry, I said, mortified. We're going through a separation, and he's not handling it well. Do you feel safe? Yes, he's not dangerous, just desperate. Well, I've instructed reception not to put his calls through anymore, and if he shows up here, we'll handle it. Thank you, I really appreciate that. But sure enough, the next day during my lunch break, I walked out to my car and there he was, leaning against it, waiting. We need to talk, he said. Aaron, what the hell? Are you stalking me now? I'm not stalking. I just needed to see you and you won't answer my calls. Because I told you I needed space. It's been almost a week. How much space do you need? More than a week. Jesus, Aaron. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't listen. You don't respect my boundaries. You just do whatever you want. I saw the ultrasound picture, he said, his voice breaking, and I wasn't there. I missed seeing our baby for the first time because you excluded me. I didn't exclude you. I chose to have someone supportive with me instead of someone who runs away. The second things get uncomfortable. That's not fair, isn't it? You couldn't handle me having morning sickness for 20 minutes, but you want to be there for the whole pregnancy? Make it make sense. He didn't have an answer for that. Go home, Aaron, and stop showing up at my work. My boss is already concerned. I'm sorry, he said. I'm just scared. Scared that you're gonna cut me out completely and I'll never get to be a real father. Then prove you can handle being a father. Get your life together. Stop making everything about you. I got in my car and drove away, watching him in my rearview mirror standing in the parking lot looking defeated. That evening, my boss walked me to my car. The next day too, and the day after that. It was humiliating, needing an escort from my own workplace because my husband couldn't take a hint. But the worst part? Aaron's life was falling apart even more. I found out through mutual friends that he'd been cut down to 3 shifts a week at work. His attendance and performance had been so bad that they were basically pushing him out. He'd been falling asleep during important client meetings, missing calls because he was at the gym. His work laptop had been flagged for watching fitness videos during work hours. The final straw was when he fell asleep during a presentation and started snoring loudly enough that the client complained. His landlord was threatening eviction too. He was 2 months behind on rent. The expensive downtown loft that was supposed to be his bachelor pad dream was becoming his nightmare. And apparently, all this stress was showing. My friend Natalie sent me another update from the CrossFit gym. Your husband got into a fight with one of the trainers yesterday, she texted. He was working out and just lost it. Started yelling about how his life was falling apart and everyone was against him. They kicked him out and banned him for a month. Great, so now he couldn't even go to his precious gym. A few days later, Aaron reached out through Jenny. He's begging to talk to you, Jenny said over the phone. Says he needs to have an honest conversation. No manipulation, no pressure, just real talk about the future. Did he actually say that? Word for word, I sighed. Fine, but you're sitting in on the conversation. I'm not doing this alone. Deal. We arranged to meet at my house the following Saturday. Jenny arrived 30 minutes early to help me prep. Remember, she said, you don't owe him anything. If he starts with the guilt trips or the manipulation, we end the conversation. I know. Aaron showed up right on time, looking worse than I'd ever seen him. He'd lost more weight, but it wasn't the good kind. He looked gaunt, unhealthy. His eyes were sunken with dark circles underneath. His gym clothes, which had been tight and showing off his physique, now hung off him loosely. He'd stopped taking care of himself. Hey, he said quietly when I opened the door. Thanks for agreeing to meet. We sat in the living room, Jenny on one couch with me, Aaron alone on the other. So I said, talk. He took a deep breath. I've been doing a lot of thinking. About everything. About how I treated you, about the choices I made, about who I became. His voice was shaky. And I need to just be honest with you. Completely honest. Okay, I panicked. When I lost all that weight and started getting attention from women, I panicked. I'd spent my whole adult life thinking nobody would ever want me except you. And suddenly all these women were commenting on my posts, sliding into my DMs, flirting with me at the gym. He paused, wiping his eyes. I thought I was missing out on something, that I'd made a mistake settling down so young. So you decided to blow up our marriage? Yes. And it was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Because the second I was actually single, I realized none of those women actually cared about me. They didn't want to hear about my day or watch movies with me or just exist together. They wanted Instagram photos and free dinners and someone to show off. And the ones who were interested, they lost interest the second they found out I didn't have money or status to back up the body. Jenny crossed her arms. And you're just realizing this now? I know it sounds pathetic. I know. But I got so caught up in this idea of who I thought I should be that I forgot who I actually was. I forgot about the person who loved movie nights and cooking together and lazy Sundays. I traded all of that for a lifestyle I couldn't afford, and people who didn't actually give a shit about me. So what do you want from me? I asked. Sympathy? Forgiveness? I want a chance, he said. Not to get back together right away. I know I don't deserve that, but a chance to be involved in this pregnancy. To prove I can be a good father. To show you that I can change for real this time, not just the surface level stuff. I looked at Jenny. She gave me a look that said, your call. Okay, I said finally, but there are rules. Strict rules. You follow them or you're out. Anything. I'll do anything. You can come to prenatal appointments if you want, but I'm the one who schedules them and decides if you can come, not you showing up uninvited. Okay, you stop posting about me and the baby on social media. This isn't content for you to get likes on. He flinched but nodded. You stop showing up at my house unannounced. You stop calling my work. You stop harassing me through other people. If we're going to communicate, it's on my terms. I can do that. And most importantly, we are not discussing getting back together. At all. That's completely off the table right now. The only thing we're focusing on is you learning how to be a father. Everything else is separate. I understand. Do you? Because the second you start pushing for more, the second you cross any of these boundaries, I'm done. And I mean completely done. You won't be at the birth. You won't be at appointments. You'll get minimal custody after the baby's born. Am I clear? Crystal clear. Jenny leaned forward. And for the record, Aaron, I'm watching. If you hurt her again, you're not just dealing with her. You're dealing with all of us. I know, he said quietly. I know I messed up. I just want a chance to make things right. The conversation ended there. Aaron left and I felt emotionally drained. Think he'll actually stick to it? Jenny asked. I have no idea, I admitted. But at least now there are clear rules. To his credit, Aaron actually did back off. He sent a text a few days later asking if he could come to the next appointment, and I said yes. We met at the doctor's office. He was there early, waiting in the parking lot. When I walked up, he stood but kept his distance. Thanks for letting me come, he said. Don't make me regret it. The appointment was at 16 weeks, so they did another ultrasound. This time, the baby was bigger. You could actually see little arms and legs moving around. Aaron's eyes welled up immediately. Holy shit, he whispered. That's your baby, the doctor confirmed. The heartbeat sounds so strong, he said, his voice thick with emotion. When they printed out the photos, Aaron asked if he could have one. For your social media? I asked sarcastically. No, he said. For me. Just for me. I want to keep it in my wallet. I handed him one of the copies. Afterward, we walked to our cars together in awkward silence. Can I ask you something? He said finally. Depends on the question. Are you scared? About having a baby? I stopped walking and looked at him, terrified, every single day. Me too. You should be. Being a parent is a huge responsibility. It's not about Instagram posts or proving something to people. It's about showing up every day for someone who depends on you completely. I know I haven't shown up for you, he said, but I want to show up for this baby. I swear. Then figure your life out, Aaron. Get a stable job. Find a place to live that you can actually afford. Stop chasing some fantasy version of yourself and just be real. I'm trying. Try harder. Over the next few weeks, Aaron surprised me. He actually seemed to be putting in effort. He stopped posting gym selfies and started posting about job applications. He moved out of his expensive loft and into a modest apartment. Nothing fancy, but something he could afford. He got a new job, full-time hours at a software company. Not glamorous, but stable. He started showing up to appointments on time, prepared, asking actual questions about the baby's development. But here's the thing. I still wasn't sure if it was real change or just him trying to win me back. My answer came at the 20-week appointment. They offered to tell us the sex of the baby. Aaron looked at me. Do you want to know? I think so. Do you? Whatever you want. The doctor smiled. Looks like you're having a girl. A girl. I was having a daughter. Aaron's face lit up. A girl. Oh my God, we're having a daughter. After the appointment, he asked if we could grab coffee to talk about the news. I agreed, cautiously. We sat in the cafe, both of us still processing. A daughter, he said again, shaking his head in wonder. I don't know anything about raising a girl. I don't know anything about raising any baby, I admitted. We're both going to be learning as we go. I want to do this right, he said seriously. I know I've been a complete disaster. I know I threw away 6 years of marriage for nothing. But this baby, our daughter, she deserves better than that. She deserves a father who has his shit together. She does. So I'm asking, what do I need to do? To be that father? I thought about it for a moment. Honestly, just be consistent. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't disappear when things get hard. Be someone she can count on. I can do that. Can you though? Because you couldn't even handle me throwing up. He looked ashamed. I know. That was weak. I'm gonna work on that. You better. Because babies are gross, Aaron. Like really gross. Diapers and spit up and all sorts of bodily fluids. If you can't handle throw up, how are you gonna handle that? I'll figure it out. I have to. We left it at that. But in the back of my mind, I still had doubts. Could Aaron really change? Or was this just another performance? The answer came faster than I expected. Around 6 months pregnant, Jenny threw me a baby shower. It was small, just close friends and family. I specifically told Aaron he wasn't invited. This was my support system, the people who'd been there for me through everything. The party was beautiful. Jenny had gone all out with decorations, games, food. Everyone brought gifts, tiny little outfits and books and stuffed animals. My mom cried happy tears. For a few hours, I felt genuinely joyful. And then Aaron showed up. He walked right through the front door like he'd been invited, carrying a massive gift bag. Sorry I'm late, he announced cheerfully. Traffic was crazy. The entire room went silent. Everyone stared at him, then at me. Aaron, I said slowly, standing up. What are you doing here? It's the baby shower. I couldn't miss it. He held up the bag. I got her first pair of baby Nikes. Aren't they cute? You weren't invited. What? Of course I was. I'm the father. Jenny stood up, her face hard. She specifically said you weren't invited, Aaron. This party is for her support system. I am her support, he protested. We're having a baby together. I should be here. You should leave, Jenny said firmly. Are you serious right now? You're kicking me out of my own daughter's baby shower? It's not your baby shower, I said, my voice rising. It's mine, and I told you not to come. How did you even know about it? Your Instagram story. You posted a picture of the decorations. I'd forgotten I'd done that. Stupid. This is bullshit, Aaron said, getting angry now. I'm trying to be involved and you're all acting like I'm some kind of criminal. You crashed a private party, my mom said coldly, after being explicitly told not to come. That's not being involved, that's being disrespectful. Aaron looked around the room, realizing everyone was against him. His face turned red. Fine, he said, dropping the gift bag on the floor. I'll leave, but this is ridiculous. You can't just cut me out whenever it's convenient for you. That's exactly what you did to me, I shot back. Or did you forget the part where you said I wasn't good enough and you wanted to explore other options? He didn't have a response to that. He just turned and walked out, slamming the door behind him. The party continued, but the mood was ruined. Everyone tried to act normal, but there was an uncomfortable tension in the air. After everyone left, Jenny helped me clean up. I'm sorry, she said. I should have been more careful about what you posted online. It's not your fault. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand boundaries. Do you think he ever will? I don't know. Part of me wants to believe he can change, but then he pulls shit like this and I remember why we're separated in the first place. That night, Aaron sent me about 30 text messages. Most of them were apologies. A few were angry rants about being excluded. Some were defensive explanations about why he thought he should have been there. I didn't respond to any of them. The next day, I sent him one message. After the stunt you pulled yesterday, your involvement in this pregnancy is now limited to occasional updates only. You will not be at any more appointments. You will not be at the birth. When the baby is born, we will establish a formal custody arrangement through lawyers. Until then, leave me alone. His response came 10 minutes later. You can't do this. I have rights, and I have boundaries, which you keep crossing. Figure out your priorities, Aaron, because right now, you're on track to have minimal custody and supervised visits only. He didn't respond after that. I was 7 months pregnant when my water broke. 3 weeks early. I was at home, alone, reaching for something on a high shelf when I felt it. This sudden gush of warm liquid and immediate cramping. Shit, I said out loud, standing in a puddle in my kitchen. I called an ambulance, but also texted Jenny. Water broke, heading to hospital. She responded immediately. Oh my God, on my way. But she lived 30 minutes away and the contractions were already starting. Strong ones. My neighbor, Mrs. Peterson, heard me crying out and came over. Honey, what's wrong? Baby's coming, I managed through gritted teeth. Oh Lord, okay, let's get you in my car. Hospital's 10 minutes away. Mrs. Peterson, this sweet 70-year-old woman, drove me to the hospital like a NASCAR driver. She ran red lights, honked at people to move, and got me there in 6 minutes. The hospital staff rushed me to a delivery room. Everything happened so fast. Jenny showed up about 30 minutes later, breathless. How are you doing? Terrible, I gasped. This hurts so bad. You've got this. I'm right here. I did call Aaron. Once I was admitted and could breathe between contractions. The phone rang 6 times before going to voicemail. I tried again. Voicemail. He's not answering. I told Jenny. Forget him. Focus on you and the baby. The labor was intense. 3 hours of pushing and screaming and wondering why the hell anyone ever does this more than once. But then, at 8:47 p.m., my daughter was born. 6 pounds, 4 ounces. Tiny and perfect and screaming her head off. They placed her on my chest and I just lost it. Tears streaming down my face. Looking at this little person I'd made. She's beautiful, Jenny whispered, crying too. About 2 hours later, after I'd been moved to a recovery room and the baby was cleaned up and sleeping, Aaron finally showed up. He burst through the door, looking frantic. I'm here. I'm so sorry. There was traffic and my phone died. And he stopped when he saw the baby in the hospital bassinet. I missed it, he said quietly. I missed everything. Yes, you did. He walked slowly to the bassinet, staring at our daughter. Can I hold her? I hesitated. Jenny gave me a warning look. Fine, but be careful. Support her head. He picked her up so gently, and I watched his face transform. He started crying immediately. Hi, baby girl, he whispered. I'm your dad. I'm so sorry I wasn't here when you were born, but I'm here now. He held her for maybe 5 minutes before a nurse came to take her for routine tests. After she left, Aaron turned to me. What's her name? I haven't decided yet. Can we decide together? No. His face fell. Please. She's my daughter too. And you missed her birth because your phone died. That's not how this works, Aaron. You don't get to just show up late and demand to be involved in major decisions. That's not fair. The traffic was insane and life is gonna be insane. I cut him off. Babies don't wait for convenient times. If you can't figure out how to be here when it matters, then you don't get a say in the big stuff. He looked like I'd slapped him. You're really gonna cut me out like this? I'm gonna protect my daughter from disappointment, and right now you're nothing but disappointing. He left shortly after that. Jenny stayed the whole night, sleeping in the uncomfortable chair beside my bed. You did good today, she said in the dark. Not just with the baby, with Aaron too. Setting those boundaries. I hope I'm doing the right thing. You are. I named her Olivia. Olivia Grace. No input from Aaron, just the name I'd been thinking about for months. When I posted the birth announcement on social media, Aaron immediately commented, "Welcome to the world, baby girl. Daddy loves you so much. Can't wait to watch you grow." With photos of him holding her in the hospital, the comments flooded in, people congratulating him, telling him what a great dad he was going to be. It made me sick. Jenny saw it and called immediately. Tell me you saw his Instagram post. Yeah, I saw it. He's making it seem like he was there the whole time, like he's father of the year. Let him have his Instagram fantasy. Reality is gonna hit him hard when he actually has to parent. And boy, did it. Aaron showed up for his first official visit 3 days after we came home from the hospital. He arrived with no supplies, no preparation, just himself. So, what do I do? He asked, standing awkwardly in my living room. What do you mean, what do you do? She's your daughter. Figure it out. I don't know how to hold her properly or feed her or... There are literally thousands of resources online. YouTube tutorials, parenting books, websites. You had 9 months to prepare for this. I know, I just thought you'd show me. Why would I show you? I'm figuring this out myself. You think I magically knew how to be a mom the second she was born? He looked completely lost. Olivia started crying and he immediately panicked. What's wrong with her? Why is she crying? Because she's a baby. That's what babies do. Should I pick her up? Do you want to pick her up? I don't know. I picked up Olivia and she calmed down immediately. Aaron watched like I'd performed some kind of magic trick. How did you do that? I held her, comforted her. The visit lasted an hour, and Aaron spent most of it just watching me take care of the baby. When Olivia needed a diaper change, he stood as far away as possible. That's really gross, he said, watching me wipe her. Welcome to parenting. It's all gross. I don't think I can do that. Then you're not much of a father, are you? He left looking defeated. The next week, he was supposed to come for another visit. He canceled 2 hours before, saying he had to work. The week after that, he showed up 30 minutes late with no explanation. The week after that, he didn't show up at all. Texted me the next day saying he got caught up at the gym and forgot about his daughter. By the time Olivia was 2 months old, it was clear that Aaron's idea of being a father was showing up occasionally for Instagram photos and leaving when things got difficult. My lawyer filed for full custody with limited visitation. Aaron didn't even fight it that hard. He agreed to supervised visits once a week, but he only showed up about half the time. The divorce was finalized when Olivia was 3 months old. We split everything, and Aaron was ordered to pay child support of $800 a month, which was honestly more than he could afford given his income. But here's the thing about child support. You actually have to pay it, and Aaron, being Aaron, was inconsistent. Some months he'd pay on time, other months he'd be late. A few months he just didn't pay at all. By the time Olivia was 6 months old, he was $3,600 behind on payments. My lawyer sent him a formal notice. Pay what you owe, or we're taking you to court. Aaron responded by posting on social media about how the family court system is biased against fathers and how he was being financially drained by his ex-wife.